So yesterday, I had put up a video talking about keeping things moving forward as, a father who is as busy as me, you know, working and coaching and training and working some more and doing all the things that I do. And someone messaged me and asked me, how do you keep things moving forward though? Because there are some days where I just don't want to get out of bed. And I got to tell you, man, I've been there. I've been there. I've had plenty of days where I don't want to get out of bed. Nate, and to be honest with you, I still have those days from time to time. I still have those days where I'm not feeling it, man. I'm not feeling the day. My energy's a little off. And, maybe I started my day on the wrong foot by overthinking things that I had to do. And that can happen as well. I'm human, man. Some mornings I wake up and I think, damn, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, and then I just don't get out of bed. And that's where you end up losing. So how do you keep things moving forward? Well, first thing you do is you don't lay in bed. You don't just sit there and let the day kick your ass before you get from under those blankets and get out there, take a shower, brush your teeth. If you eat breakfast, throw your clothes on and get ready to get out of the house. You got to do all that. You got to force yourself. I'll give you some insight. This morning it wasn't really one of those mornings, but it was a morning where I was like, I don't need to get out there and go for a walk. I don't need to put my weighted vest on and do that. I'm supposed to go to the gym with my kids after baseball practice today. I'll just wait till then. And then I said, you know what? That wasn't your plan, motherfucker. That wasn't your plan. Your plan was to get your ass out of bed, get ready, hit the road, hit the park, throw your weighted vest on, and go walk. And I said, yep, you're right. So that's what I did. I told myself, you're acting like you're going to go out there and walk for an hour. Nah, man. You're getting 15 to 20 minutes in, and you're going to start your day on a good note. So that's what I did. So how do you keep things moving forward? You do the things that you're supposed to do. You do the things that you tell yourself you're going to do. The stuff you put on your calendar, the stuff that you put on your daily planner, whatever it is, you do it. Okay, so maybe you're hard on yourself. Like I said, a lot of us are. Well, I was supposed to go for a walk at 7:30 in the morning and I didn't do it. I did it after work at 4:30. Cool, you did it. Good job. Well, I was supposed to go to the gym at 5 in the morning when the gym opened up, but I couldn't get myself out of bed. So instead, last night I went at 7:30. Cool. You went to the gym, you knocked it out. Good job. Well, I was supposed to start my diet today, but I didn't get my meal prepping done until, last night. And then I didn't put it all together. I cooked it all, but I didn't put it all together. So I just finished putting it together today. Cool. You did it. See, you have to understand that as long as you are completing in the early stages, as long as you are completing the stuff that you say you're going to do, that's a good start. Once you get rolling, start tightening it up really small. It's like taking a Phillips or a flathead screwdriver and slowly tightening the screw. That's what you got to do. I know it sounds really, really stupid, but we're weird like that, man. We're wired like that. It's really strange. But it's something so minor as to just celebrating that we're getting it done. Maybe we didn't do it on time, but we did it the same day we got it done. And then as you go, like I said, you make improvements and you get better. And that's what I had to learn with me. So now I'm at a point where those days don't happen very often, but when they do, I tell myself, just get it done. As long as you get it done. And that's what I'm doing this morning. See, moving forward, a lot of people think, oh, I gotta hit the floor running or hit the ground running. And some people can do that. Listen, man, I know a lot of people that have their life super dialed in, and it's impressive. But I also tell myself, when I look at these people's lives, I'm like, oh, they don't got the shit going on that I do. They don't have to be at the baseball field. Let me correct myself, not have to. They don't get to be at the baseball field, because I love baseball. I love what I do. They don't get to be at the baseball field 5-6 days a week until nighttime. They don't have a couple of kids my kids' age where they gotta, get them to school on time, pick them up from school on time, and then get them to practice and then have them do their homework. They don't got all that. So I tell myself, these aren't excuses. These are legit things that I have to factor into my life. So if my life is not as dialed in as these people, it's because they don't have a lot of the stuff going on that I do. But at the same time, that means I got to dial it in even more, because I have more responsibility when it comes to my children and their schedules. Because see, as a coach, I always tell the kids, I got a lot of kids that come up, and if they're late to practice or whatever, they'll come up and say, I'm sorry, coach. And I tell them, don't worry, just get to work. Now, if you're a kid who I coach and you're able to drive yourself, which I have a few of those, then that's your fault. Because now you can drive. The responsibility of you getting to practice on time is your fault. All right. Now, most kids, their parents are still taking them. You know what I mean? I like the hat. Lady walking by with a Trump hat. You don't see those a lot out here. Anyways, but I get a lot of kids who, they'll apologize and they'll say, hey, it's not your fault, dude. Your mom and dad have to bring you here. Mom, dad has a schedule. I know, I'm a dad. So I want to tell you guys that, yeah, I understand everything that is, that is going on with you and why you're late and whatnot. And I'm okay with it. I accept it. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you guys is, if you get into a situation where you can't figure out how to move forward, or you just can't do it, like I always tell you guys, crawl. And when you're crawling, you'll get to a point where you can get up and you can walk. And then when you can walk, you can jog. And then after that, when you're done jogging, you can run. You can do all that. But if you think that someone like myself just gets up and gets it going every day, you're wrong. I have to be my biggest supporter. I have to be my biggest fan. I have to be my biggest cheerleader, because, that's just how my life is set up. My life isn't set up where I have a whole crew of people around me. You'll be very hard pressed to find me hanging out with a bunch of dudes, Yeah, it's just really just me. So when I tell you I have to be my biggest supporter, I do. I have to tell myself, hey, get up and go. Get up and go. That's just the way my life is. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're struggling to get it going, start crawling. Then get up and walk, then jog, then run. That's what you got to do, man. How do you get out of your head? Because a big issue is getting in your head. maybe you start overthinking stuff that's going on in your life. I'm going to tell you because I've been saying this since day one, man. And I mean day one. This is since I've been on my journey with this podcast and in my life, you know, is you have to start challenging yourself to do hard things. You have to start challenging yourself to do things that are going to cause you a little bit of tension. What I mean by that is, don't just do easy things. Put yourself to the test. My thing for me was going to the gym, exercising, doing what I'm doing right now. If you guys hear me, I'm a little winded when I'm talking. It's because I'm doing my morning exercise. But you have to challenge yourself. You have to put yourself out there and get active. You have to be active to keep your mind from messing with you, man, because you get to a point where, first of all, like I told you, you can't get out of bed because maybe you're dragging ass, and then you take time, you start thinking about your life, you start thinking about the things that are not going your way. Then you're fucked. Why? Because now you don't want to get out of bed, and now you're depressed because you're thinking about all your problems. Listen, man, we all got problems. Every single one of us. Whoever's listening to this right now, I'm sure you just kind of went down the short list or the long list of problems that you got going on right now. We've all got them. Not just you. I got them too. Yeah, I got them. I could tell you a bunch of problems that I'm going through right now. But for what? For what? Ain't gonna fix anything. So instead, what I do is I stay moving forward. I get up this morning. I get ready. Get to the park. I throw my weighted vest on. I go for a walk. What will I do later? Well, after work, I will work for a little bit. I'll pick up my kids. I'll go to baseball practice. I'll train all the kids that I have on my baseball team. And then me and my kids will go to the gym, and I will train my kids, get their strength up, help them get strong so they can chase their dreams. And then when that's done, I'll work a little bit more. That's what I do. Moving forward is taking baby steps every day. Take baby steps every day. But don't stay stagnant. I mean it, man. It's so easy to get in your head and think about shit, man. It's so easy to get in your head and think, man, my life is hard. It is hard, motherfucker. Life ain't easy. No one told you life was going to be easy. Who told you that? And if someone did tell you that, they're fucking wrong, man. They're wrong. They lied to you. Life's not going to be easy. And I got news for you, man. The people that you look up to, the people that you think have everything, have all the money, have all the fancy things, the things that you wish you had, it's not easy for them too. Everybody's going through stuff. Everybody. My grandpa told me this a long time ago. The world don't owe you shit. And when you walk outside this front door of this house, that is a cruel world out there. Nobody knows you. They don't know you like I know you. To them, you're just another kid. Back then, he called me a punk-ass kid. And I understood what he meant. I wasn't a bad kid, but he said, to them, you're just another punk-ass kid walking around the neighborhood going to school. And he's right. And my grandpa told me, the world doesn't know you shit. Whatever you want, you got to go get it. And I believe that. I teach my kids that. And you should be teaching yourself and the kids that you have. Your kids, you got to teach them that. Because right now, I'm going to go off on a whole nother tangent if I keep talking about this. But right now, we're in an era where a lot of kids don't feel like they have to work for shit. A lot of people don't feel like they have to work for shit. A lot of people are looking for handouts. We don't do handouts over here, man. No handouts. So I guess I'll close it like this. How do you keep moving forward? What does it take? What are the things that I got to do to move forward every day? You got to get up. Got to do what you're supposed to do. Do everything that you said you were going to do. And like I told you, if you're not doing it on time, on the schedule, at least get it done that day. If you're supposed to get up at 7 o'clock and go to the gym, make sure you go to the gym at some point. If you're supposed to work out for an hour, but you only got in 30 minutes, cool. Build on it. If you were supposed to read, if you've got a book you're trying to read, if you're supposed to read last night, read extra pages today. If you were supposed to meal prep, make sure you get it done tonight, or get it done tomorrow, or go shopping and get the food so you can do it tonight. Don't be so damn hard on yourself. But once you get it going, do yourself a favor and be consistent. That's all I got. I move forward every day. Some days I run, some days I jog, some days I walk, and some days I crawl, man. And every now and then, some days I need a kick in the ass. I'm just like you, man. I love you guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did and you think someone needs to hear this, please share it. Love you. Like I always say, my life isn't perfect. Oftentimes it is a mess, but for me, it is a perfect mess. Peace.